I have a 593-page textbook that I will upload to the free Gemini 1.5 Pro model. My goal is to have Gemini extract information from the book. To test its accuracy, I will ask Gemini to locate and summarize random information in the book, let's say from table 14.1. Alright, here's what the table says, and look at that. Gemini nailed it. It's exactly the same as the book. But here's the cool part. I can ask follow-up questions and Gemini can explain things further. It's not just spitting out facts. It actually understands the content. Pretty amazing, right? Hey knowledge warriors, this is empowered Liion. Back in February 2024, Google dropped their next-level AI, Gemini 1.5 Pro. And the biggest upgrade? Let me show you with this picture. See the difference? Gemini 1.5 Pro can handle 1 million tokens. That's like an hour of video, 11 hours of audio, a huge book, you name it. The current 1.0 Pro version could only handle a tiny fraction of that. That's why I just uploaded a whole textbook, and Gemini pulled out information like a champ. It actually remembers everything within those million tokens. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Gemini 1.5 Pro for free. We'll set it up step by step, explore its features, and even talk about the good and the bad. Let's dive in. Alright, first things first, let's get you access to this awesome tool. Just head over to Google and search for Gemini 1.5 Pro. Look for the Google DeepMind result and click on the word Gemini. That'll take you to the right page. See that Gemini 1.5 link at the bottom? Click it, then hit Try Gemini 1.5. Boom! You're almost there. Click Get Started. Choose New Prompt. For your own personal use, agree to the terms, and continue. And there you have it. You're now in the Google AI Studio with the Gemini 1.5 Pro model ready to go. See that? 1 million tokens just waiting for you. It's that easy to start using this free version of Gemini 1.5 Pro. Okay, let's explore what this AI Studio can do. See that Create New button? Click it, and you'll find different prompt options: chat, freeform, and structured. Chat is like your usual ChatGPT style, which we'll try in this video. There is also the freeform prompt where you can combine images with text within a single prompt. We will dive deep into it if we have time. Next, see how you can upload stuff? Images, videos, files, even whole folders. Pull them from Google Drive or straight from your device. And over here on the right, that's your model selection. We're using Gemini 1.5 Pro. You can switch to the older 1.0 Pro if you want. But honestly, you wouldn't even need to come here for that. It's publicly available. Now, there are some advanced settings like temperature and safety filters, but I don't usually mess with those. They don't really affect what I do. So, let's test this bad boy out. I'll type in give me 5 not so widely known facts. It generated responses like, cow have best friends and get stressed when they are separated. The world's quietest room is located at Microsoft. Not bad, right? Works pretty well, and that's just a warm-up. See that honey never spoils fact? That seems to pop up in almost every AI model. Okay, we've put the text prompts through their paces, but let's try something new. I'm going to clear this chat and start fresh with an image. See, it asks if I want to save the chat. If I don't, it's gone forever. But I can save it to my library by naming it and hitting save. Just remember, you'll need to be signed in to your Google account for that. Alright, new chat, new test. I'm uploading an image from my computer. This is actually the thumbnail from my second video about Gamma AI. Let's see what Gemini can tell us about it. I will ask the question, write out the text shown in this picture, and tell me the locations of the words. Now, before I show you the answer, I tried this same image with the older Gemini 1.0 Pro version in a previous video. It did a decent job, picking out the main words like lousy, productive, and even some less visible ones like sales and internet. But let's see if Gemini 1.5 Pro steps it up. Wow, this is impressive. It not only identifies the text and locations, but also explains the meaning behind them and the layout. It points out how lousy and productive are contrasting headers, how work-related items are on the left, and improvement-related ones on the right, and even highlights the time reduction emphasis at the bottom. I gotta say, I'm really blown away by this. It goes beyond just answering the question. It shows a deeper understanding and thinks like a person who is proactive in work. Compared to the older version and other AI tools I've used, Gemini 1.5 Pro is definitely a major improvement. Remember that massive textbook I mentioned earlier? Well, let's put it to use again. This time, I want Gemini to describe a specific figure from the book, figure 7.21. So, I'll type in the prompt, describe figure 7.21 in this book. Alright, let's see if it's accurate. Gemini says there are 3 different responses with L values of 3 seconds, 0.5 seconds, and 0.1 seconds. And yep, that matches exactly what's in the graph. But here's a question. Can Gemini actually see the figure, or is it just extracting information in some other way? So, I asked, how do you interpret the figures? Can you see the figures directly? Interesting. Gemini says it can't directly see images when you upload a file. Instead, it relies on text descriptions and surrounding context within the book. So, it's not just looking at the figure itself, but also at the paragraphs before and after to understand what's going on. I think that's pretty smart. It's like Gemini's got a sixth sense, figuring out what I need before I even ask. It's not just following orders. It's actually thinking ahead and giving me the whole picture. That's some serious brainpower right there. If Gemini 1.5 Pro were a person, any boss would be lucky to have them on their team. Although, with robots like this getting smarter, maybe humans will be the ones applying for jobs from AI in the future. Alright, we've seen the awesome things Gemini 1.5 Pro can do, but no AI is perfect. So, let's talk about some limitations I've noticed after using it for a while. First off, when you upload a file like that textbook, Gemini doesn't actually see the images or figures. It converts everything into text and analyzes it that way. So, if you want image analysis, you gotta use the specific image function we talked about earlier. Second, things can get a bit slow as you use up more tokens. When the token count is low, like in the hundreds or thousands, Gemini is super quick with its responses. Remember that honey never spoils prompt? That was almost instantaneous. But once you get into the tens of thousands of tokens, it takes noticeably longer to get an answer. Like that table 14.1 description at the beginning? That took over a minute for Gemini to process. Number 3 on the list of limitations is that Gemini doesn't have access to the live internet or real-time information. So, if I ask it to summarize an article and give it the link, it can't actually read the article. It might try to guess the title based on the description in the link I gave, but that's about it. It even admits that its knowledge is only up to November 2023, so anything after that is a mystery to it. And lastly, unlike ChatGPT-4, which can connect to other tools for things like video summaries or mind maps, Gemini 1.5 Pro is more of a standalone tool. It's like an offline chat buddy, which is still super useful, but it doesn't have that extra level of integration. If you're interested in those kinds of tools for ChatGPT, check out my first video where I go in depth on how to use them effectively. Despite those limitations, I still love using Gemini 1.5 Pro. It's free for now. It remembers our whole conversation, and it's perfect for everyday tasks like improving my writing or studying. If you want me to put it through more tests, let me know in the comments. But hey, if you need something that can access the internet or do more than just text output, then ChatGPT 4 is your best bet. I actually made a video showing you exactly how to use all its features like generating a mind map, so you can save tons of time learning and working. Click the link to watch it now, and I'll see you there.